Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Hellenica. And if you haven't gotten the idea, I don't know that I mentioned it last video. In fact, I know I didn't. What I'm doing is I'm trying to marathon my way through several games so that I can get to the end of them and figure out which one's going to end first. Because I'm trying to get down to running 3 games at a time. There's also issues going on in my day-to-day life with my day job that may put a real crimp in me doing active Let's Plays, but we'll see about that. Anyway, on to stress relief thing, because this is mostly done for fun, so that I can finally get to finish all these games I have. Okay. If only Athens would have its own civil war to finally sort out the issue. I believe last video we came to Sparta. How can you say that? So many people would die. It took a great war with Persia for Athens to convince half of Greece to join its alliance. And we've hardly been shy about persuading members who decide our protection is no longer necessary. Nothing brings consensus and stability faster than a quick, bloody battle. The only trick is making sure you're on the winning side. Yes, this is the attitude that led to World War I and several other wars. In fact, with the exception of a few wars where you're on the defending side, which there aren't that many wars where you're clearly defending yourself. Most of them are two-sided. Most wars ended up starting this way. But I don't understand why you don't just force the rebels into a decisive battle in the open field. Their motley band is hardly an army. You have the greatest soldiers in Greece, and some truly frightening machines of war. If even half the stories about your army's steam-powered autokinetons are true, they'll tear through your foes like the Cyclops of legend, and so great will be your victory that my foes were Spartans before they were rebels. Overestimating our advantage is a sure path to defeat. They mentioned something about living machines. I'm going to guess that eventually we're going to run across a character who's a living machine, but we haven't yet. Additionally, my commanders report that the rebels have shown unnatural strength when facing our autokineta, piercing their iron armor and melting their gears. Sounds like overactive imaginations trying to excuse military defeats. Perhaps you should consider new commanders. Perhaps you should consider that no matter how wealthy or powerful your family is in Athens, it is nothing here in Sparta. As a Sparta's king, I would rather take strategic advice from a chirping bird. Also, I accidentally clicked through that a little bit early. Oops, and he has a metal arm. What's this? Are more Athenian meddlers here to tell the Spartan king how to conduct his war? What? No, not at all. If you want help fixing a broken Theomachini, then I'm your girl. Otherwise, you do your Spartan things. We just wanted to warn you about some equipment the rebels recently received. You were spying on the rebels? Well, not intentionally. We just happened to be in the area when they got a shipment from some pirates. It seems like they have a powerful ally somewhere across the sea. What kind of ally and what kind of equipment? Well, we didn't get close enough to look at them, but the masked rebel leader said they would help him in the war. I see. What exactly do you expect me to do with this information? All you told me is that someone somewhere gave something to my enemy. Then perhaps it's time for a reconnaissance mission. Oh, so you like that Alcibiades? I said it right earlier. Alcibiades brat would presume to teach tactics to the king of Sparta. Who said anything about your soldiers? I would sooner stalk a rabbit on a donkey than have a Spartan scout. Okay. 2 of us, however, are adept at moving unseen. We are? Ha, you girls would be worthless in war. I assumed the king would be wiser in how he treated a servant of Artemis. You're an Arctos? Please forgive my earlier rudeness. I was in a sour mood because it doesn't matter. Know that I have the highest respect for your goddess and her disciples. If you would be willing, I think I might have a task well suited to your talents. Oh, we'd definitely like to help. As adventuring heroines, we're always looking for our next challenge or quest. I see. The news of our secret shipments to rebels, in addition to some Unexplained setbacks in battle are proof enough. It's time to end Sparta's diplomatic isolation. I want you to take an offer of alliance between Sparta and Athens. To Socrates. Pardon me, King Ecclesias. I couldn't help but overhear, and I must stress to you the folly of that idea. Being an Meonid, I'm very familiar with important people in Athens, and I don't think they would be receptive to your offer. Most of Athens isn't very fond of Sparta, and they've got their own troubles with the Luddites at present. I especially wouldn't send your message with these two barely civilized girls. On the other hand, if you would ask me to deliver this message, I could use my connections to hold your silver tongue, Athenian brat, or I'll cut it out. Your oily speech might win you favor in the assemblies, but in Sparta you're just a snake. Now go slink back to your hole. I don't like him. Returning to important matters, I realize Athens and Sparta haven't always seen eye to eye, but we should unite to deal with the growing Luddite menace. Plus, they did work together at the Battle of the 300. Yes, while the 300 were holding the land, the Athenian navy was holding the sea in that battle. Both sides lost. Both sides had to... Well, no, the Athenian decimated the Persians, but they had... But once the Spartans lost, the overall battle was a loss because the Athenian didn't have anywhere safe to land, so they had to go back to Athens. And then they had to take their fleet and go off and take the important people and such, as much resources as they could, and go into refuge, while the Persians stomped on Athens. A couple, let's say, years, 5-10 years later, I can't remember exactly how long, maybe it was 20, then it reversed itself, and you go all the way up to Alexander the Great, and Alexander the Great conquered Persia. Okay. Since you're asking us to bring your offer of an alliance to Athens, we should probably know a bit more about Sparta, like, why are you at war? Of course, though it's hardly a grand revelation. Simply, Sparta has always been a city-state that rigidly follows tradition. And while this discipline has helped our army remain undefeated for 2 centuries, it makes us stubborn when presented with new ideas. We waited so long to enter the Age of Steam that many found its advances radical and threatening. That is where the seeds of the rebellion were sown, but I didn't realize it at the time. Even when I nearly came to blows with my friend and mentor Lysander, I convinced myself his doubts were merely passive discomfort. I think Lysander is the masked Spartan, a rebel. I can't imagine anyone not liking Theomechanine. The rebel Spartans fear being lost in the Age of Steam. If I were wiser, I might have more tactfully approached my next goal of freeing our slaves, but I thought the loyalty of Spartan people was absolute. I was wrong, and my folly has cost the lives of so many in this war. I didn't realize that Sparta still had slaves until recently. It's a shameful chapter in our history, but without steam power, our slaves had to be the backbone of our workforce. That was actually true of all of Greece and pretty much most of the ancient world. In Europe, they were called serfs. I think probably different words for different places, but still. Their thankless labor in our fields was the only reason we had food to feed our armies. Wow, I didn't think it was possible for a Spartan to admit wrongdoing. He still has things to say. And I'm lisping. I don't know why I'm lisping. Are you ever going to ask about my mechanical arm, or are you just going to keep staring? Oh. I'm sorry, it's such an exquisite device, as intricate and beautiful as the wings on a butterfly, and sturdy as a train. I don't recognize all of its pieces, and that glow. Is it a living machine? The living machines of the Pythagorean order are a myth. The order is just a bunch of heretical outcasts who hide in the shadows and make up grand rumors about themselves. You've encountered them, then? No, but their ideas are ridiculous. Machines are made of brass and steel, and they're powered by coal. They can't have souls. Ah, but if you've never encountered them, then isn't it possible the rumors are true? Perhaps they really do build wonders and hide them with the utmost secrecy. Maybe they really have created theomechanical life. Could he be a member of the Pythagorean order? Though as a simple king of Sparta wouldn't know one way or another, of course. This arm was given to me by Hephaestus after I traveled to Greece collecting theomechanical odds and ends with preached and that ends blah 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 blah. Theomechanical odds and ends that a capricious nymph had stolen from his workshop. The Greek god of fire, metalworking, and steam-powered devices. His worship is most popular in industrial centers and among theomechanists. mechanists. You still have more to say. Wow! Did you see him face this? Or what about his workshop? What did the mechanical bits look like? It's a grand tale. It all started when... My king! News from the front. The 3rd Division has been destroyed. What? How was that possible? It had some of our strongest autokineticons. We don't know, my king. When we found remains of their armor, it looked like it had been melted. I'm sorry, girls, but this needs my attention. Fiona, do you think this is the work of the equipment we saw the rebels get? I can only think of one way to find out. Okay. I think that covers everything. Now, we have 3 options. We can... In times like this, Greece needs to be unified. We'll take King Gelasius' offer of an alliance to Socrates. This also falls in line because we know that Socrates gets killed. Alright, Nephele, we can go look for this inventor of yours. I'm curious what he thinks of the situation in Sparta anyway. We'll stalk the front and find out exactly how rebels are defeating Sparta's autokinetons. Don't want to get involved anymore in this Theban skullduggery. We'll continue on our way to see the Oracle of Delphi. Oh, that's over there and over there. Okay. Well, we know, and she would know, the memories in the back of her head. We know that Socrates gets assassinated. We know there was a bomb. We know in this timeline there was a bomb taken to Socrates. So, we'll go to Socrates. I'm sorry we can't go after Anaxagoras right now. But he'll be safe when the civil war with the Luddite rebels is over. Okay, I hope he's alright. We know he's alright. So I have some good news and some bad news about my modifications to the ship King Gelasius gave us. Nephele, you promised you could modify the ship to get us to Athens in half the time. And I did. I mean, we're going faster, aren't we? We should be in Athens by sundown at this rate. That is, if we could steer. What? Don't be mad. I said it wasn't my fault. That valve must have been rusted halfway through. Back me up, Brass. Ugh. My stomach. I think he was too busy being seasick to notice. Now get down there and fix the engines before I... Hey, look! 2 ships on the horizon. I don't think that one's flying a flag. Pirates, turn us around! Yeah, that's a great idea and I totally agree, but the steering... By Zeus, fine. Let's go be heroes. Woo! Come on, Brass! We get to fight things! Couldn't we invite them to fight us on the nearest rock that isn't tossing and turning? Okay. Oh, this ship again. I'm saying this for the last time. Stand aside and let us have the passengers, or I'll cut you up and feed you to the fishes. Side note. Oh! It is not my destiny to stand aside for a brigand like you. Whoa, we've got a man of destiny here, boys. Guess something miraculous is going to happen when I try to run him through. What'll it be, Sacred One? Is Zeus going to strike me down on the spot? No, but I will. Back off, you bullies! This traveler is under the protection of Nephele and her band of heroes. Band of heroes? Surrender, brigands, for you face a Spartan. Ugh, even if it is on a battlefield that shifts like a drunken cow. I thought pirates knew better than to operate in Athenian waters in broad daylight. You'll be spotted, and then the Athenian navy will hunt you to the edge of the Mediterranean. Hades, take Athens and her navy. Their time is coming to an end. Starting with Socrates. What do you mean, starting with Socrates? What are you planning? Huh. Nothing a priestess and a seasick Spartan can stop, or is Bear Girl here going to save your hides? You would taunt an Octos. Octos? You're lying. You have to be. There's no way a chosen of Artemis would be wandering the seas. But it doesn't matter. If you really are Artemis's favorite, you're in our way. Kill them. No. Run, Octos. I'll hold them here. What did you say to me? By Apollo, this could be bad. Fiona, I'm sure he didn't mean it. Fiona, wait for us. Okay, here we go. Push 4 pirates off the boat. Defeat Pittacus and his pirates. Do we have skills we can spend? What do you have? Iron Spartan Vanguard. Huh. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll equip it. Now I don't have... all of his skills right now are... I knew are passive. Interesting. Okay. So no shield bash. Okay. I don't think that'll kill him. It'll get him off the boat. Uh-huh. There we go. Potterize. Nope. There we go. Start building up that blue fire. Oh, into the water you go. Ow. Oh, they hadn't been activated yet. Okay. They're going to be active now. Might as well move to kill them. There you go. No, that's not where I want. There we go. That's actually not where I want either. Is there a better line of sight here? The gears are annoying. That's about what I want. Overkill! Attack up! Oh, that's what those are. Nice. Okay. Oh, you can't get all the way over there. Okay. Are you in a danger spot? You're not, but unfortunately, that place is. There we go. Can't I hit you? No, apparently I can't. I can hit you. I can stun you. Where can I travel? Not on there. Okay. Let's try this. That arch is going to be annoying. Oh! Oh! Minus 20 with magic. Oh, nice. Ow. Good. You're a little bit of an old man. Okay. Go. Are we going to activate anybody? Signs point to no. Signs point to yes. Signs point to a lot of yes. Okay. Okay. Can I roll to... Yes, I can. Okay, that's my timer, so I'm going to go to a new video. See you in a little bit.